Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Movie Melee. We got another exciting one for you this evening. We got Jacob Cameron going up against Jim Green. Should be an interesting one. First time we're seeing Jacob since I believe his loss to Dean Manis, and then I believe the last time we saw Jim Green, he went up against Kirk. I believe. I don't know. Could be off. I think that's correct. Anyways, both solid competitors trying to get to 500 or at least closer to 500 today. So it should be a good one. We'll start with pre-match interviews, starting with the higher-ranked competitor. It's not often they choose to go first, but Jacob Cameron, you're here. You're back. Obviously, you started off very strong in your career, going 2-0, and you've been on. Unfortunately, you've had some bad luck in some of your recent matches, but you're still a very solid competitor. So what are your thoughts going into today's match?
Well, yeah, I've had quite a few losses. There's no getting around that. But it's a marathon, not a sprint. And so that's what trivia is to me. It is not a marathon. It is not a sprint. It is a marathon. It's going to be interesting facing Jim. I guess he's my former partner in Fandom, so it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out. But I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I forgot to set that up. It's a bit of a former civil war for former teammates here. But yeah, we'll bring it. Good luck to you. We'll bring in your opponent for this evening, Mr. Jim Green. Jim, you're back. You're facing, like Jacob said, your former teammate in Fandom. Thoughts going into today's match?
I just wish I had the bum ass from Panama here because I'm best friends with Jacob. So,
all right. Well, good luck to you as well then, and we'll get into round number one, which will work like this. It is the standard whiteboard round. 8 questions, 8 categories of a movie trivia. If they get all 8 questions correct, they'll be asked a bonus question. They also answer each question on their whiteboards. Forgot to say that part. Each player has 3 repeats and 1 challenge to use for the entirety of the match. Any questions before we get started?
Nope.
All right. So then your first question of round number 1 will come in the category of the 2010s. Chiwetel Ejiofor plays a violinist named Solomon Northup in what 2010s biographical drama? I haven't seen this film. I don't think that's a hint. I don't think these people know too much about my letterbox, so I think that's good.
Memorize Dylan's letterboxed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jacob.
Don't worry, Dylan. I haven't seen it either. 12 Years a Slave.
And Jim.
Well, I've seen this movie, so I'm going to say 12 Years a Slave.
12 Years a Slave is correct. 1-1 as we get into your next question in the category of animation. In Frankenweenie, what type of animal is Toshiaki's pet, Shelly? This movie I have seen, quite good. I was not expecting to like it as much as I did. Watched it for strength. I did involving horror. The fact that this is categorized as horror on IMDb is interesting, and not other films. But it is what it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jim.
I went on the nose on this one. Total.
And Jacob?
I said a goldfish.
Yeah, turtle is correct. Jim using the context clues there. So your next question will come in the category of recent releases.
I just got it now.
Who directed The Holdovers? I say context clues. There's really only one clue in that question. This is a lovely film. I don't think I love it as much as other people in this community, but good stuff. Good stuff. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jacob.
Alexander Payne.
And Jim?
I couldn't get his last name. I knew it was Alexander.
We have a tie game. Alexander Payne is correct. All right, so then 2-2 as we get into your next question in the category of romance. What is the last name of Claire Danes' character in William Shakespeare's Romeo plus Juliet? It's a good question. Shout out to whoever wrote this round one. Good stuff so far. Yeah, I don't know. The second I start shouting out the writers, that's how you know I don't have much banter for this question. But good question. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jim first.
No idea. Jones.
And Jacob?
Figured it makes sense. Capulet.
Capulet is correct.
Okay.
So with that, now Jacob takes the 1-point lead, 3-2. As we get into your next question in the category of horror. At the beginning of prom night, how did the young girl Robin accidentally die that the other children cover up? It's a good movie. Good picture. Gotta love the 80s slashers. Good stuff. Yeah, this is reference, I believe, to the 80s prom night, in case you weren't wondering. So there you go. I know there's 2 prom nights. 5, 4. Haven't seen the remake. Maybe it's probably the same. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jacob.
Fell off of an abandoned building.
And
That's so specific.
Jim?
I think ran over is probably going to be wrong.
Falls to her death is the answer we have here. I believe it's a abandoned building, so I'll give Jacob the point there.
I didn't know how specific I needed to be, so I figured if I'm a little more specific, it might help.
All right, so now 4-2 as we get into your next question in the category of classics. Gone with the Wind is set during what war?
I watched
Classic.
this during COVID, longest 4 hours of my life.
Classic name a war question. Still waiting for the in what war does the war with Grandpa take place during? Still waiting on that one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jim.
Again, I don't know how specific. I wrote American Civil War.
Yeah, that's fine. Jacob?
I said the Civil War.
Both are correct. Yeah, Civil War.
How do we know Jacob didn't mean like the current like civil war in Israel or something? Come on.
If you
I'm
want
accepting the answer.
it's your prerogative.
Right. Well, if there are any
Zarya's not here,
challenges,
so we have to say some stuff Nazaria would say.
fair.
Okay,
Right.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Your penultimate question will come in the category of sci-fi/fantasy. Name 2 of the actors who play outlaws that kidnap Princess Buttercup in The Princess Bride. Another great film. Good stuff. Or, well, I haven't seen Gone with the Wind. I don't like Romeo plus Juliet. There's some good films in this round one. Prom Night. Haven't forgotten about that. Good shit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I believe we're back over to Jacob.
I said Fezzik and Inigo Montoya.
And Jim.
Oh shit! I thought you said the actors. I said Wallace Shawn and Andre the Giant.
Jim is correct. I did say the actors.
Oh man, that was
Mandy Patinkin's the third. But
Yes.
I can't even remotely close to spell that last name, so I didn't try.
neither can I. Oh.
So 5-4 as we now get into your final question of round number 1 in the category of scores and soundtracks. The Diane Warren song "How Do I Live" plays during the opening of what 90s action film? One of those. Which Diane Warren song is that movie from? What? I got that backwards. Never mind. Anyways. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jim first.
I wrote Point Break.
And Jacob?
Con Air.
Con Air is correct. So with that coming out of round number 1, I now have the score at Jacob in the lead 6-4. As we get into round number 2, which will work like this. It is the wheel round. So each player will get the chance to spin the wheel, which will decide what category they'll be answering questions in. If they don't like the category that they spin the first time, they can spin a second time, but they must take whatever it lands on then. 5 questions, each worth 2 points apiece, unless they check down to multiple choice, in which case it'll be worth 1 point. And stealing is available in this round. Categories on the wheel today are directed by Christopher Nolan, which is Jacob's strength, as well as 2001 to 2013 Fast and Furious, which is Jim's strength, as well as the general categories of Oscars, mystery thriller, horror, sports, 1970s, and classics. So, Jacob, since you are in the lead, would you like to spin first or defer to Jim?
I will defer.
All right. We'll now bring in Jim's manager, Nazario.
The bum from Panama!
And this will be your first spin, Jim.
I'm losing by 2.
Oh, fuck.
And in the category of directed by Christopher Nolan, would you like to keep that or spin again?
Spin again, because that's his strength. Fuck that.
Well, I've seen every Nolan movie.
Oh, then keep it. Like, doesn't really matter.
Like, I'm worried I'd get
choice,
like
bro.
70s or classics or something.
That is true.
I'll keep it.
Yeah, good shit.
All right. Well, then thank you, Nazario. And I will be reading you your questions in the category of directed by Christopher Nolan. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
All right. Your first question. In what Christopher Nolan film will you find a vessel named the Moonstone?
The moon what?
Sorry, the Moonstone.
Stone.
Yeah.
Interstellar.
It's unfortunately incorrect. Jacob for the 2-point steal.
Okay. Let's
5, 4, 3.
Insomnia, final answer?
That is also incorrect. We are looking for Dunkirk.
Oh,
I believe it is Mark Rylance's boat. But
that makes a lot of sense, yeah.
all right, so your next question. In Memento, when Leonard goes to the tattoo parlor, he gets what tattooed on him relating to John G?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, eye color, B, shoe size, C, allergies, or D, license plate.
License plate.
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question. How many pieces comprised the algorithm in Tenet?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, 6, B, 8, C, 9, or D, 12.
9.
That is correct for 1 point. So now your penultimate question in this category. In Following, when Bill first meets Cobb in the coffee shop, Cobb reveals to Bill that the bag that he was carrying contains what kind of stolen items?
Oh, shit. I feel like it's like something. I'm going to go multiple choice.
Right. Your options are A, jewelry, B, CDs, C, clothes, or D, watches.
Clothes.
That is incorrect. Jacob for the 1 point steal. Is it A, jewelry, B, CDs, C, clothes, or D, watches?
Let's go with D.
D is also incorrect. We are looking for B, CDs.
Oh.
All right, so then your final question in this category, Jim. In Batman Begins, who plays William Earl, the CEO of Wayne Enterprises, while Bruce was away?
Oh, shit. Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Rutger Hauer, B, Wes Bentley, C, Martin Donovan, or D, David Bowie.
Rutger Hauer.
That is correct for 1 point. So coming out of Jim's round, I now have him in the lead. I now have him in the lead 7-6, so we'll bring back the wheel for what will be Jim's spin. Or not Jim, Jacob. 2 J names, my bad. And you land on the category of classics. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I don't mind this. I'll take it.
All right.
I like Nolan better than classics, Nazario. I'm just saying.
Your first question in the category of classics. What classic film stars Joan Fontaine, Laurence Olivier, and Judith Anderson?
Multiple choice, please.
Your options are A, Rebecca, B, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, C, The Picture of Dorian Gray, or D, Laura?
C?
C is incorrect. Jim, for the 1 point steal, is it A, Rebecca, B, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, C, The Picture of Dorian Gray, or D, Laura?
Laura.
Laura is also incorrect. We were looking for A, Rebecca.
Oh. Obvious.
So your second question. Who directed The Magnificent Ambersons?
Orson Welles.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your third question. Who stars as lounge singer Marie Browning in 1944's To Have and Have Not?
Multiple choice, please.
Your options are A, Ingrid Bergman, B, Vivian Lee, C, Lauren Bacall, or D, Rita Hayworth.
C?
C is correct for 1 point.
Who was C?
C was Lauren Bacall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now your penultimate question in this category. What 1950s thriller features a killer that has love tattooed over one set of knuckles and hate tattooed over the other?
Oh. I can picture it in my head. Multiple choice, please.
Your options are A, The Bad Seed, B, Night of the Hunter, C, Touch of Evil, or D, The Wild One.
Can I get those options one more time, please?
Sure. Your options again. Is it A, The Bad Seed, B, Night of the Hunter, C, Touch of Evil, or D, The Wild One?
Let's go with C.
C is unfortunately incorrect. Jim, for the 1 point steal, is it A, The Bad Seed, B, Night of the Hunter, C, Touch of Evil, or D, The Wild One?
D's and dog.
D is also incorrect. We're looking for B, Night of the Hunter.
Oh.
Great film. Anyways, your final question in this category. The beginning of On the Waterfront features a man being killed in what way?
Oh, dang. Again, I can picture it in my head, but I'm between two. I need multiple choice, please.
All right. Your options, is it A, shot, B, thrown off a building, C, poisoned, or D, strangled?
Let's go with B.
B is correct for 1 point.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right, so then coming out of round number 2, I now have Jacob in the lead 10-7. We will now get into round number 3, which will work like this. It is the pick your poison round. How it will work: you'll be going back and forth drafting categories, starting with the player in the lead. Once a category is drafted, it cannot be drafted by your opponent. Once all categories are drafted, the player behind will answer questions until they take the lead. The players will choose which category they would like to take for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point question in that order, and we will go until there is a mathematical winner. Categories that they could draft today are musicals, fandom, horror, sports, sci-fi/fantasy, recent releases, action/adventure, and comedy. So I'll let them pick their categories right now, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. The players have drafted their categories. We will start with Jim since he is down by 3. So what category would you like for your 1 pointer?
What do you think, Nazario? I'm thinking probably like action because it's the most broad. Action for 1.
All right. Your question in the category of action/adventure. Denzel Washington, Dakota Fanning, and Christopher Walken all appear in what 2000s action film?
Man on Fire.
That is correct for 1 point.
What about 2, Nazario? Is this where we go recent? Recent releases.
All right, so your 2-point question in the category of recent releases. Will Ferrell and Jamie Foxx provide voice performances to what 2023 comedy?
Strays.
And that is correct for 2 points and the tie game. So you'll now go over to Jacob. What category would you like for your 1-pointer?
I will take Fandom for 1.
All right. So your 1-point question in the category of fandom. Who has directed a Creature Features film and a Star Wars film?
Colin Trevorrow?
That is unfortunately incorrect. The answer we have here is Gareth Edwards.
Oh, dang. I forgot Rogue One. Shoot.
So since we are still tied and you have more questions remaining, we will stick with you for your 2-pointer. What category would you like next?
I will take horror, please.
All right. So your question in the category of horror. Who plays Frankenstein's monster in 1931's Frankenstein?
Boris Karloff.
Yeah, that is correct for 2 points.
All right, Nazario, what do you think? I'll take sports for 3.
All right. So your 3-point question in the category of sports. In Cool Runnings, what kind of object does Sanka carry around with him and kiss for good luck?
Shit.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
All right. I believe that is your first repeat. Your question again. In Cool Runnings, what kind of object does Sanka carry around with him and kiss for good luck?
It's something so stupid, too.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
Right, that is your second repeat. Your question again. In Cool Runnings, what kind of object does Sanka carry around with him and kiss for good luck?
A necklace.
It's unfortunately incorrect. We're looking for an egg.
Egg. I knew it was something small.
So
I think I'm going to take comedy for 4 here, Dylan. That's my
smart move. That's a smart move, yeah. So it comes down to this. Jim has his 4-pointer remaining in comedy. If he hits it, he will send it back over to Jacob. If he misses, Jacob will be the winner. So your question in the category of comedy, and reminder, you have 1 repeat remaining. Timothy Dalton's character works at what type of location in Hot Fuzz?
I do not know this, Nazario. A school.
And your winner, Jacob Cameron. The answer we were looking for is a supermarket. So go to post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second-place finisher this evening and his manager, Nazario Montenegro. Jim, a bit of I think, tougher Christopher Nolan questions than I think you would have were prepared for was ultimately what sunk you today. But I can't blame you really for taking that category, because looking over the wheel for this match, I was like, wow, this is a bit of a minefield, I feel like, for both of these competitors.
And
So
he actually made the right decision, because he would have
Because if I would have spun again, I would have got
less
5.
points in classics.
I wouldn't have got anything in that. I might have got some on multiple choice, but yeah. I mean, I knew it was going to be like strength. Like I know with Ultimate Movie Throwdown Melee Brawl, when it's like a strength on the second round, I know it's going to be strength level questions for like Nolan, and I have seen all of them, but like it was just like, you know, it was in that like zone of like I have seen all the movies, but like, you know, like following I don't remember as well, and then like who really other than like Sean Fennessy really like gives a shit about Tenet, which I did get points on that, but it's like, you know, it's just the ones
The only
I
one
just
you really fucked up with was Roger Howard. Because come on, man, you have to know that straight up.
I will admit Batman Begins is the other one I've only seen like once and a half. So like I don't remember that one as well. So yeah, it was just, you know, but that one point ended up not really mattering in the end. I need to hit that Cool Runnings question because I have seen Cool Runnings multiple times, but
He kisses that egg a lot too. Yeah.
Yeah. So what can I do? At least I did better than when I played Kirk. So
that's true. Well, when you return, is there anyone who you want to just destroy?
Is Kirk's son playing yet? Because I feel like a child I could probably beat. But
yeah.
I don't even know if I can beat Kirk's kids, but because they actually watch stuff, so who knows?
Well, we'll see if we can make that happen. Thank you for coming out today, Jim. We'll put you backstage for now, and we'll bring in the first place finisher for this evening, Jacob Cameron. Jacob, back in the winner's circle. Congrats on that. Very solid performance today. Definitely a gutsy move to stick with classics in round 2. Not a lot of people spin that first and go, oh yeah, I want to keep that. And you were able to maneuver your way through it. A solid round number 1 as well. Overall, how are you feeling about your performance?
Feeling good. You know, I've taken some tough losses in this league. I'm still recovering from that Nishimoto match. Good Lord. I just got like steamrolled. But I think that each one of those losses has taught me a lesson. And I feel like I can come back into this league and actually do a respectable job. And that's what I wanted to do with Jim. And I did so respectable that I won the thing and nearly knocked my board over. But it's nice to get the win tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, with this one, you get back up to 500. I believe your record's now 3-3, which is very respectable. So when you return, I don't know if we have a plan for like your next match of like what 2 people it could potentially be, but when you return, is there anyone you would like to play?
I'm open to playing anyone really. I love to play. I love to do trivia. So just give me what you got and I'll take them on.
All right. Sounds good. Well, congrats on the win today. We'll put you backstage for now. Now we'll close this thing out. Yeah. Solid match, solid performance from Jacob. Yeah. I mean, strength level questions in a category that you feel otherwise good with can be what ultimately sinks you. And that's kind of what did Jim in today, but overall, great performance from Jim and a great match overall. Thank you for watching. Thank you to the writers, showrunners, managers, and players, everyone who helps make this show what it is. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a very
Bye.